Hello, Manny's getting stitched up. He got a pretty bad cut at the end of the last round there, and he's going to be a while. So, if you have any questions?
Hey, Freddie. Rate Manny's performance, and especially rated against that run he was on in 08 and 09 when he beat, Cotto and Oscar and, Ricky Hatton and all those great guys. It seems like maybe he's still boxing good, but he doesn't have the pop on his punches that he had at that point.
Yeah, well, we fought a bigger, stronger guy, of course, and I thought Manny did pretty well. We didn't expect Bradley to come with that type of style. That was kind of threw us a little bit because we thought he was in the boxes, but we didn't think he was going to come looking for the home run all night long. And he had some success with that. He ended up getting right in the fourth round. He hurt Manny, but then he was swinging so hard with those big shots. By the sixth round, he was starting to get tired. And I thought from 6 on, Manny just dominated the fight. Well, I kept telling him to do that, but the thing is, it didn't work that well. The thing is, he got caught in the pocket a couple times. He stayed in front of Bradley a little bit too much for what I saw. But he was just trying to beat Bradley down the middle a little bit because Bradley was swinging those big overhand shots and those big wide shots, and Manny was trying to beat him down the middle with them. And he had some success with it, but overall, it was looking like Bradley was landing the bigger shots. I thought he had the killer instinct. He opened up on him when he had him on the ropes. He really opened up pretty well, and he just didn't seem like he had that power that he usually has, because he was a little bit slower than I've seen in the past, and I don't know why, because in the dressing room warming up, he was on fire, and then we got out of the fight. It wasn't quite as much, but I think Bradley might have something to do with that.
Freddie, over here. There were a couple of times in the fight when Manny clearly had Timothy Bradley hurt. Do you think, and maybe it was a good thing in some ways, he'd learned from the Marquez defeat, and he worked out that counter right hook could be avoided, and actually fought a very, very disciplined fight tonight?
Well, he fought disciplined, but the thing is, I think he did hurt him, and he did open up on him, and then he pulled out at the right moment, I felt, to get away from those big shots. But Bradley was, he was really going for the fences all night long, and he did tire pretty quickly, I thought, and that's when Manny started dominating the fight.
Did you see those power shots from Bradley, that he was kind of looking for that just kind of snap KO, that's why he was throwing them?
Yeah, the thing is, it looked like he was like Marquez hit Manny with a big overhand right, and that's what he was really trying to land all night long. And he did hit him in the fourth round with a big shot, and he did hurt him a little bit.
Freddie right here. One of the bigger storylines leading into this fight was that Manny had shown too much compassion to his opponents, and you felt that he showed a little bit even in the last fight with Rios. How fired up, or how much compassion do you think he showed in this fight, if any compassion?
I don't think he had any compassion. I think he tried his best to stop me with throwing combinations. I mean, sometimes I want him going in and out, and he stayed in the pocket a little bit too long because he wanted to fight a little bit too much. And I told him, I said, all you do is outbox this guy. I said, you box him in and out all night long. But Manny wanted to stay in the box and he wanted to fight him a little bit. So he showed a little bit hard, I thought.
Right here. How much of Manny's standing and fighting do you think was a function of him not thinking that Tim could really hurt him? And how much do you think of it was that? Was there any discussion about that?
Well, I think in the beginning that happened for a while until the fourth round when they did hurt him, and from that point on, Manny was a little more careful, I thought.
So he did hurt Manny, and how hurt was he?
Oh, he definitely hurt Manny in the fourth round, and I think he hurt him with the big overhand right, and then he hit him a couple more shots, and Manny shook a little bit, but he definitely got hurt in the 4th round, yes.
Freddie, if you had your brothers, who would you want Manny to face next?
Well, you know, Marquez is a big fight for us. If Marquez wins the next fight, I like that fight because we owe him one, I feel, and I would like to get that back, you know. But you know, if Mayweather's interested at all, I'm sure we'd like to fight him too.
Now, going to the fight itself, were you satisfied that the game plan was played out the way you honed Manny for the fight?
No, the game plan didn't go quite as well as I thought because Bradley didn't fight the type of fight that we thought he was going to fight. I mean, we didn't think he was going to be that aggressive. We didn't think he was going to be trying to knock Manny out with one punch all night long. And, you know, for 6 rounds he was pretty dangerous, but then after 6, Manny dominated the fight, I felt. I think Bradley wore himself out a little bit and got a little tired. It's got to be quite a few because it's not really a straight cut, it's really jagged, so it's more like a tear, and the plastic surgeon is probably going to have to trim that up a little bit, and it's a nasty cut.
Side of the left eye.
Yes. And I'd like to thank Justin Fortune for helping me get Manny ready for this fight, and if you have any questions for Justin, it's here.
Oh, I just said that. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank God for allowing me to be here, man, and get out of the ring safely. Man, I want to thank my team. Did a wonderful job with me through my training camp, and my wife, and my family, and everybody that helped me and allowed me to be able to train. I want to thank all the media, everybody that got behind me. I want to thank all the fans here. I want to thank Top Rank, man. I want to thank Pacquiao, his whole camp, man. They did a tremendous job in their training camp to get prepared for me. I have no excuses tonight. Pacquiao was a better man tonight. He showed what he's made of. This dude still has it. The reason why I love Pacquiao so much is he never ducks an opponent. He always willing to face the best, and he faced one of the best tonight, and he came out on top. So Manny Pacquiao is a true champion. Unbelievable fighter, and I have much respect for him and his team. I'd like to thank HBO, MGM Grand Hotel. I set defeat like a man. I lost tonight, but the war is not over. I'm going to go back to the gym, get better. It just means I need more work. And I will become champion again. I promise you that. I will be champion again. So I hope everybody was entertained tonight, man. I fought a courageous fight against Manny Pacquiao, man. I did my very best. So thank you all for coming out, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Questions. Tim's really, I think, has an aching leg, so you want to get him off the leg.
No excuses. No, I'm good. No excuses. I'm good.
Tim,
yeah, thank you.
Right in front of you. You were winging those punches. You know, everybody thought maybe you would box like you did against Marquez. What, you know, why did you opt for the strategy of firing those big shots?
That was the only way I was gonna win the fight, man. I knew that, you know, speed for speed. I knew the rounds would be close. Pacquiao's very experienced. He knows how to land punches, and if I don't knock this guy out, I didn't think I was going to win a close round. So I was just going for the knockout like I told everybody I was going to go for, man. And he said I hurt him in the 4th round, man, and with a big shot over the top. Try to finish up, but man, he's, like I said, he's real experienced in the ring.
When he bounced back, did you notice it right away, or did you just find out later that he was hurt?
I didn't really notice it. I heard my corner screaming, he's hurt, but you know, he's in tremendous shape, man. He recovered just like that, and he got his distance and recovered and fired right back.
And I want to ask you, since you've been in with him twice in the last 2 years, what is his punching power like? You know, he had that run in 08 and 09 where he was just destroying guys, and he hasn't had a knockout since. Does he still have that real sharp snap on his punches?
Yeah, he really does. He still has the real sharp snap. I believe in the first fight, his punching power was way harder. I was able to take it. I mean, it was very effective tonight. He dazed me a couple of times during the fight. But I still was able to, you know, stay up on my feet. But I had no control of my balance, man, this time around.
Jim, you seemed a little winded in the second part of the fight. Were you?
I wasn't winded at all, man. I don't want to make any excuses and take anything from Pacquiao tonight. He fought a successful fight. I don't want to mention anything that happened to me. So, but I wasn't winded.
You don't want to talk about the calf at all?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to take anything from Pacquiao tonight. He fought a courageous fight. He did his best out there, and I have to accept defeat like a man.
Tim, did you feel like he did show the killer instinct tonight? I know there was times he...
Oh, he went for it. Oh, he went for the knockout. Oh, yeah. He definitely did.
And when you just said that, you know, you respect him so much because he's not a guy who ducks guys. I mean, obviously the Pacquiao fight, he could fight Marquez next, but he could also fight Mayweather. Isn't this the time for those two guys to get it on from your standpoint?
Well, of course. I mean, the boxing world wants to see that, but you know, that's their quarrel. I don't really want to comment too much on it.
I know you don't want to talk about the injury, how it factored in the fight, but can you just tell us when it happened? Can you just tell us when it happened? And how?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, man. You know, it happens, but you know, I continue on to fight my fight, and I did the best that I can tonight, and I fought a greatest fight, and I hope all the fans enjoyed it, man. It was very entertaining for me. I had a fun time, man, doing it, and you know, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, sir.
How different must be Pacquiao you met tonight compared to your first fight?
Pacquiao, he used his experience tonight. He was fast, but it wasn't nothing I ain't never seen before. But you know, he would drop feints, come over the top, shoot, you know, jabs from long range, step around. When I started being aggressive, that's when he was very successful. When I stayed back, I had a lot of success using my jab and moving and counterpunching. And I was counterpunching effectively, but you know, I knew the rounds were close, and I knew I had to step to him. So I just gave it everything I had towards the end, and put myself in harm's way. But you know, this is boxing, man. I was just going, like I said, I was going to shoot for the knockout.
Hey Tim, can you talk about the difference between the first fight and the second fight in terms of satisfaction? Because you seem a lot more satisfied with your performance and how everything came out, even though you lost.
Yeah.
That you feel like your stock is actually going up instead of taking a hit like the first fight.
Yeah. You know, like I said, I fought a courageous fight, man. I stood there, exchanged with him. We had some good exchanges. I went for the knockout. I was going for it. I was shooting for it, man. Everybody saw that. And, you know, hopefully it was an entertaining fight for all the fans.
The other question I have for you is, there was a score of 118 to 110. When you heard that, did you think that was a little outrageous?
Man, you know, I'm just in there fighting, man. I don't really, you know, pay attention to that. But the ref or the judge scored the fight according to what he saw. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Manny Pacquiao sustained a cut over his left eyebrow towards the lateral edge of the eyebrow. We cleaned it out. It was enclosed in multiple layers. The reason why you enclose it in layers is so that the top of the wound comes to a point without tension. The scarring is usually better, and if the scar is usually better, then it's less likely to open up again if and when it gets hit. The incision was stellate, which means it wasn't just a clean cut, it kind of had a star shape to it. The total wound incision was 2.5 centimeters by 1.0 centimeters. It took multiple layers to close. The inside sutures are dissolvable. There was 15 of those. The outside sutures are not dissolvable. There was 17 of those. They'll come out in about a week. And then Manny will go ahead and progress to aerobic exercise and then finally sparring in a few weeks. That's it.
I don't know what to call this. Good morning or good evening. Good evening, everybody. I apologize, I'm late because I have to fix my cut. It's 15 inside and 17 outside, so it's big. So thank you so much to all of you who are here and patient.
That's the biggest cut you ever had?
No, the Morales one, I have big cut also. This side and this side, both. Now both. Before only here. Now the left side. It's okay.
Now you look like a real one.
Yes.
Manny, can you talk about the exercise you had tonight?
Tonight the fight is good, but I'm trying to, you know, my opponent is trying to Gasha and to knock me out, and I'm trying to knock him out also, but there are a couple times that he hit me also a good right hook and left hook, but it's okay. I managed through that punches, but all I can see this fight is I'm satisfied because you know, the Bradley that I fought last 2 years ago is different. Now he's improved a lot. He shows toughness. We see that in his last 2 fights with Marquez and Roslan. So, but many times, you know, many times I got it. I hit him hard, but still there.
Were you surprised by his strategy tonight?
I wasn't surprised of his strategy. I know his style and what the problem is. I got a little bit hurt in my ankle, my legs, the cramp. But thank God I managed it until the 12 rounds.
So your legs were cramping?
Yeah, the problem before, but it's not really cramping, but it's light, but it's hard to move.
Did you feel like you had that thing that you criticized you about? It looked like you were trying to finish him.
Yes, I'm trying to finish him a couple times, you know. Throwing a lot of punches, like what I said, and you know, hit our solid punches, throwing solid punches, strong punches to him, but he managed it, you know. We cannot underestimate Bradley because it's very, very tough.
Manny, did you enjoy this fight the way it went, and if so, why? Did you enjoy the action, the toe-to-toe, even to the point of you taking a punch in the 4th round where Freddie said hurt you?
Well, I'm enjoying because my opponent is moving in the early round, so he's coming, you know. He's coming inside and he wants to fight toe-to-toe. So what I did is, you know, create more action.
Manny, How long will it take you to sort out things and come up with a decision to fight again? How long will it take you to decide to fight again after this battle tonight?
I don't know. It depends on my promoter, Bob Arum. You know, he helped me out a lot. Because of him, I become known in boxing for a big fight in Las Vegas. So it's up to him when it's the next fight.
Because occasions such as this always bring to the fore your long-delayed meeting with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Will that thing ever happen? Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight.
It's really hard to talk about that because how many years we're talking about that and how many years and days, months we're talking about it, but it did not happen. So, you know, like what I said, the line is 24 open 24 hours, 7 days a week. If you want to fight, then the fight will be on. So,
how much did the crowd help? The crowd back.
I'm very surprised because of the crowd. I feel like I'm in the Philippines. I feel like in the Philippines, so I'm really thankful to the fans. You know. I think even the Mexican, they wrote it for me. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much to all the Mexican, Latino, even the American people, they wrote it for me. So I feel that and I really appreciate it.
Anything else?
Where's the after party? Hey, Manny, congratulations. Ooh, we from Tennessee, that's me. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Where's the after party? Yeah.
Quick question, Manny.
At the Western Wall for Monday.
Manny, here's my question to you. How do you feel? What does this fight mean to you?
Well, like what I said, it's really important, this fight for me in my career, because I have to prove that my journey in boxing will continue, and that's what I did tonight. But, you know, I'm really thankful to all the fans, to all the media and press, because of them. I'm here. Of course, God, He gave me the victory tonight. He gave me the fight, not in my own, but in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Manny is going back to the Philippines, and by the end of the month, God willing, he'll be a father again.
Hey Manny, hey, it's Ryan Sunblade from Raptor.com. You know, you had said in the past that you had been burdened by compassion, you know, trying to protect your opponent. Tonight it looked like you were really going out there for the knockout. What was it that enabled you to be more vicious like you had been in the past?
No, I told my team before the fight that, you know, I'm going to be nice to my opponent after the fight. I mean, not in the fight. I will not, you know, I will grab that opportunity if he's, you know, if he give me a chance to knock him out. That's what I did, you know, when he moving his head and without defense, I throw a lot of punches because I want to finish.
Manny, how did this fight compare with your first fight with Timothy Bradley?
How?
Yeah, like can you compare this fight to your first fight with Bradley?
Oh, it's much better this fight. You know, it's big different. Like what I said, Timothy Bradley, he improved a lot. He's a nice guy. He's a tough fighter. The credit not only me but also to him, because we gave a good fight tonight.
Hi, Manny from Mexico. Would you like another fight against Juan Manuel Marquez in the next fight?
If he beats Alvarado.
No, he have to finish his fight first. I know it depends on my promoter. That's good for me, so that block.
May 17th, the Overwatch. Juan Manuel Marquez, a very difficult fight with Mike Alvarado. It's May 17th at the Forum in Los Angeles. Manny, I got to put a plug in.
And also, what I want to watch the fight is between Miguel Cotto and Sergio Martinez. It's gonna be a good fight. Yeah. I might come to New York to watch the fight because that's gonna be a good fight.
And maybe you'll come to Macau first, because May 31st, your fellow Filipino, Nina Donaire, fights in Macau.
Yeah.
And then
That's not a problem because
we're going to New York.
Very close to the Philippines, 1 hour and a half flight.
Right.
So.
You want to fight here, next fight, or you want to?
Absolutely, yes. For me, if you ask me, I want to fight here in Vegas. You know.
Alrighty then. Alrighty
I
then.
have to fight here, but you know, it depends on my promoter. That's his job. My job is to fight in the ring.
Andy, do you feel relieved that this 2-year odyssey was over? First fight, you feel relieved that you won and you got the title back?
Yes, I can breathe now.
A big round of applause.
Once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, all of you, media and press, to all the fans who came here to support, to watch the fight. Love you guys. God bless you all.
Okay, Manny, you still ain't told us where the after party at.
No after party. One question from the Daily Telegraph in English. We're going to try and make it happen for you to meet the Queen, by the way, and have tea with her at some point at Buckingham Palace. We're going to try and make that
That's what I'm going
happen.
to say. No questions from the English.
Okay.
Because Queen Elizabeth wouldn't have tea with her.
Well, we're going to work on Queen Elizabeth having tea with you. We're going to work on that. We're going to work on that. Final question, and a serious question this. In every other sport that we cover as journalists, the best always play against or compete against the very best. You are doing incredible things in public service and also for boxing. Is it disparaging, does it bring boxing down that you are not able to fight the best in your sport? Because, you know, at the moment we're not seeing you fight Floyd Mayweather.
Look, we've been over this a million times. Our lines are open. If he wants a fight, sit down like a normal human being at a conference table and negotiate a friggin' deal.
The stadium, though.
Same.